Hello there and welcome to Ask the Italian Lawyer, presented by ItalianRealEstateLawyers.com and ItalianCitizenshipassistance.com. Of course, we are back at it again with Italian attorney Marco Permunian. I'm Rafael Di Furia. And in this episode, we wanted to ask Marco, how does borrowing and lending money work because of the lack of the credit score system that you find in the US?
As you just mentioned, there is no credit score system in Italy like there is in the US. So whenever you have to borrow money in Italy, lenders will ask you to provide a series of documentation, financial documents, of course, that show whether or not you will be able to repay your debt. So generally, for example, if you have to ask for a mortgage, request a mortgage, the mortgage company or the bank will ask you to provide your payslips, your contract. So they will want to see if you have an open-ended contract or a contract that is not open-ended, how much you make every month, and if you have other mortgages or loans in place. Now, there is also a system which is somewhat similar to the credit score, which is called Centrale Rischi, which translated into English is your central risk assessment rating, basically. So it's a place where banks and lenders in general will flag you or blacklist you, basically, if you are someone who is unable to repay their debt. Generally speaking, only if the debt is over 30,000 euros, then you can be flagged or even blacklisted. If the debt is under 30,000 euros, generally speaking, you don't end up in this list. But if you do end up in this list, it's actually very bad. So it's not that, like in the US, you have a score, and based on that, you are somebody who is worthy giving a loan to. In Italy, if you end up in that list, then it's actually very bad, meaning that you are somebody who will be basically unable almost to get a loan until you are whitelisted. So it's not good to end up on that list. But otherwise, if you are somebody who's not on that list, to get a loan, you will need to provide the lender or the bank, like I just said, a series of financial documents that prove that you have the capacity to give back the money that you are loaned. Otherwise, you will not be able to get a loan or a mortgage.
Well, Marco, thank you so much for getting into this topic. And of course, for more information about moving to Italy or living in Italy and Italian citizenship, be sure to check out the Italian Citizenship podcast, as well as the Italian Real Estate podcast, where we talk more about this. But of course, this episode has been made possible by ItalianCitizenshipassistance.com, as well as ItalianRealEstateLawyers.com. Of course, we have been here again with Italian attorney Marco Permunian. I'm Rafael Di Furia, and this has been another episode of Ask the Italian Lawyer. Stay safe and healthy out there. Later.